Good morning. Let's just start the day by noting that we are discussing the tools that are required for day trading, which is to say, structure. Usually, I look at day's performance and I look at that with regards to my plan for the next day. That being said, yesterday I was able to draw up a watch list of stocks that I thought were highly performing based on an algorithm I use, which measures quantity of volume of transactions and then change over time. Change over time can be measured in 2 or 3 increments on a daily, weekly, or bi-weekly. Some people would say 2-day intervals are good, but charts actually let you see that as well. In this chart, I've got volume and price, and at the top of the list is the soxl. That is tracking semiconductors, and we'll go from there. Again, looking at the ticker soxl, I'm looking at a 30-minute chart on a proprietary trading software by Funder Trading. So generally, it's in an uptrend. It looks like its initial high was here on or about the opening 9 a.m. on April the 20th. It's got a bit of a higher low situation going into the close on the 21st, so for that 2-day period. We're looking at a price range there that's obviously important to track. I take the measurement of the previous highs down here on April 20th and generally, follow that until it breaks. So it broke, it increased even higher. You'll notice the rate was high, so we know it's basically going to find a lot of support there at the close of business on April 21st. Close of business on April 21st, the price, as I peruse my chart, and my apologies here, I didn't show the price on the y-axis. So the y-axis is the vertical axis, and so that price we're looking at, that it's found some major stability, is at the close of business on the 21st, and that price at the close of business on the 21st was roughly $97.75, and it's trading at 105 now. That's approximately $8 higher. Now, most of the volume that I've seen is there at the close of business on the close of business 2 days ago, where there was a lot of buying and selling at the 98 range. So I'm pretty certain the price is going to try to fluctuate back to 98 there. Let me show you. This is where a lot of volume was, right? So it's way up here. There's a gap. Gaps tend to get filled. So let's look at stocks today, see how it does. I'm excited for today, aren't I? All right, let's go to the next stock here on our watch list now. Now, as we take a look at the next stock on our watch list, Advanced Micro, part of the semiconductors. It's no surprise that it's correlated to the previous chart, isn't it? We are looking at the 5-minute chart, which covers a couple of days of activity. The difference between this chart and soxl fundamentally is the volume was really high yesterday, so it's hard to say that this is going to fill a gap that was created on April 22nd. So what we're thinking here today on the 25th is this is going to be a very high volume day for AMD. It's probably not going to move that much. I don't see any incentive for it to go up or down, but we'll keep an eye on it simply because it did do a lot of volume and price increase yesterday. You'll notice as the volume went down right around the tail end of the after hours, that means people are taking some profit. So I would imagine it's going to take a dip before it goes up, but I'm so excited for AMD today. Next item on my watch list is Oracle stock. Oracle saw a lot of activity in the past couple of days as it went up. Shall we say that we are a little bit above where I would say the highest volume has occurred, so I'm going to look for that start to go down a little bit before it goes up. I'm so excited for Oracle today. Next, we're going to go over the algorithm so you can see it in action live. It's a very big part of my setup. So we're looking at Power BI. Power BI just is a data visualization tool. It has 3 tabs. It's got the report view. On the report view, I can expand it into the focus mode. I chose to look at a bunch of stocks here on April 6th as an example with the price and price from a previous day. So on the report tab, I have several of these reports. That one's a work in progress. That one, because it's not linked yet, that brings me to another report. So I've got about 8 or 9 reports over April that I've shown. So let's look at one that looks a little bit more appealing. This one has the algorithm already run. It's showing me a bunch of stocks ordered from 1 to 20 that I thought had high volume and percent change over the past couple of days. And then again, that's based on the table view. So my table view will be arranged in such a way that I can take a look at a tabular view, which is to say anything that I've imported or exported from the internet with various values, such as price. These are the files by date. Let's see if I can get a better view going. Last price, I've got last price, volume, weekday, ranking. So the algorithm ranked things by index, which is what I called volume. So let's rank it by volume. We will sort it in descending order, actually ascending order. So you'll see by ranking these on the 21st, I'll go to the volume. And let's see what happened here. Hang in there for me. Let's hang it in there. So I had to rank by volume. Okay, I had to rank by volume, and then I had a rank by what amounts to change percent. So even though the first stock was the highest in volume, it also had the biggest precipitous drop. Beyond Meat, NVDA is second. It was fairly flat. So volume doesn't tell me a big move. So that was a problem. So what I've decided to do is now look at change percent over the period of time in question. Okay, so go back over here and we said when we were ranking it, okay, when we were ranking it by volume, what we found is 300, 500, 54, 5. The first few stocks show how when we ranked it by change, it had no correlation to volume. So I mix and mash those. I mash those together, and then I get a new ranking. So my new ranking would be an average of the ranking by volume and price. So it comes out the average of rank was 200, and So then I sort them, and when I sort these, what what happens is I get a what I find is a very beautiful way of looking at stocks, because they tend to have a lot of movement the next day after I rank them by this. So today we're looking at stocks and AMD and various stocks that I'm going to go over in the presentation. For the moment, since it's bright and early and I get ready to trade, I'm just going to stop and we'll pick this up a little bit later.